Alright, here's my outdoor tomato plants and my sunflowers. Only one had to be staked up after the rain, and we had tons and tons and tons of rain. Alright, this area is doing the best. I need to get another canoe. Um, these pumpkins are doing great. They're big. They're just fantastic. There's like corn in there, hostas. Okay, now these are the ones that I actually took care of. We didn't do a hoop house, but we had sheets covering them up. Sorry, let me start again. We had sheets covering them up, and once they got big enough and it got warm enough at night, we took the sheets off, and they're doing okay. I mean, I could probably feed them more. We're still getting used to better better parent plants, better nutrients, all that stuff. But these are the latest two I put in, and they're starting to take off. Last night's rain really helped. I do have giant watermelons in here. I see a couple plants in the weeds. I had 10 or 11 seeds, so I see a couple plants in there. There's one and two. Really can't tell. It's mostly weeds. We're clearing stuff as we go. A week ago, maybe week and a half, this was all just dry. So, alright, here we have a few sunflowers. They finally came up. Let's see. I forget which is which. The front two either belong to Chris Brown or Ryan Cook, and the back three belong to the other. I really can't remember, and I'm sorry. Chris Brown is Garden of Giants. Ryan is Heavenly Homestead of West Virginia. I'm probably screwed up the name, but I'm new at this, and I'm at least giving them credit. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, so here's the tomatoes. I killed this one, pruned it way too much, and then Bob overwatered it. So, in reality, Bob and I killed this plant. I'm just gonna replace it with a sunflower, but we wanted to give it a couple days to see if it would come back. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pronounce it. Use the stakes for the cherry tomatoes. And yeah, just put a sunflower in there. This is our first mega bloom. It was time to feed everything, and then it rained, so I had to give it time to dry out. Thank you, Bob. I don't know words very good, and y'all can't see the pictures in my head, so I guess my puppy powers aren't working as a pumpkin grower, tomato grower. Here's the front of my canoe. I said this pumpkin plant's going crazy. It's finally coming out of the canoe. So as it goes this way, we'll move the fire pit and give it more space. And this is the rest of the cherry tomatoes and our sunflowers. Buckets were free, found on the side of the road. The German Shepherd wasn't free, but she's cute. Alright, here's Bob's bleeding heart bushes. Some of our immense crazy ferns we got. And then if you could smell the grill, you'd smell hot dogs. My cook. No, he's not for rent, but
Next comes the chicken.
maybe for sale. No, I'm just kidding. I don't sell my help. There's another bleeding heart bush. There's the help. I don't sell. All right, I might hire him out, but he's also working here, so I mean, you gotta have some money if you want to hire him. Just kidding. He's not for sale. All right, the rest of his bleeding hearts. Yes, he knows he needs to get rid of his toys, but yeah, you tell me somebody who gets rid of his toys, and I'll show you someone who got the city called on them. All right, boys and girls, here's the peppers and the tomatoes. They were literally just taken out of a pepper and a tomato. Both were chocolate colored. So we have no idea what we're getting. The fence line grapes, they're kind of okay.
The wild grapes.
They're better for bird food than Laura food or Bob food.
We'll keep them out of our garden.
And then these pumpkins, they're totally going crazy. They're from RC Cook, I think. But these are the ones that okay, there was like one or two that we didn't have room for when we did the garden. They're back here. But there's also the very end one is one that I decided, hey, I'm just going to kill the plant. I pulled it, but it still had decent roots because I had recently planted it. Bob tossed it back here, and so far it's thriving. Little yellow, use some nutrients, but once again, we were about to feed stuff. Okay, here's the rest of our giant tomatoes plants. A whole 3 of them. We're gonna put some. Oh, we have flowers on our pumpkin plants. You're gonna wanna get rid of those flowers. Those plants are they're not big enough yet. But all right, hang on. You wanna pull that back?
There's a couple of them up in there.
Yeah, but that's just way too close. You just kill that stuff. All right. Here's our swamp. Compost. Swamp. Jaden's old bike. Jake's old bike. That's my cousin's kids. His is out front. His sister don't have an old bike yet, but I found one after she was born, so they have one out front. Yes, eventually I'll show it. The yard's pretty much a mess, but it's green. And I will get closer to that stuff. Alright. These are, they need to be thinned out, but, I don't know, we just might see what happens, let them be smaller. These are from, Ryan Cook, too. These are the raspberry bushes that we just been letting go wild forever. Same with the ferns. We planted, there's 2 pools there. We planted in those last year. Found that cart riding around the lake on my bike. Don't know if he wanted it or not, but the neighbor was riding around the other direction, and Bob said when he was driving to that spot, the neighbor looked kind of jealous, so I'm thinking maybe he wanted it for himself or his wife. But he's gonna show you it lifts. It's kind of cool. Our channel should be Lazy Gardeners, because we pretty much are, but we're getting it done. We have 3 dogs, 2 parrots. I mean, I guess my channel name says it all. 3 dogs, 2 birds, 1 Lori, and then Bob and the tortoise. Okay, over here, this is where the squirrel stole his corn. You see the little holes?
There. All the way down.
That hole's huge. Up all the way down, he had
A roll of corn.
decorative corn planted to go with our hostas and bleeding heart bushes. I think that's all we got back here. Oh, and that's our cat Steven's grave. He was 19 when he died, and he's the one who gets the sunflowers. So that's my yard. I'll do an update in a couple weeks once these tomatoes and sunflowers start growing. Peace out, everybody. YouTube, Facebook, anyone else. Peace out.